Hi everyone and welcome to the Breakdown. Well, we're about halfway through summer and we've gone through a few festivals now.
Quite a few.
Quite a few. We have Center of Gravity, Kaloha, Peach Festival we just had.
Yep.
Barefoot in the Park is coming, I think.
Nope. Had that one.
No, we had that one. We have
That's how many there are.
Global Music Fest is coming up.
Which is coming.
That's a new edition that they just put on over in West Kelowna there with a couple of fun bands of Kinship and Maria in the Shower.
Right. And we've had the Downtown Kelowna event happen this past weekend.
That's right, yeah.
Street music in the park happening every weekend. It seems like we're getting back to kind of glory days of the Okanagan and, you know, having the events outside following some years of, you know, not having much because of problems with events.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there was a big reaction to shut down a lot of that stuff after like Peach Fest and the old regatta kind of turned into riots essentially. And they kind of, you know, in Penticton they used to have roadblocks outside of town and they would pour out your beer as you were driving into town, and it really became a place where kids, young people just didn't want to go.
Yeah, and I think even that step of setting up the roadblocks and dumping out people's beers probably creates a bit of angst in people, and they're set up to be afraid or set up to feel that they can't just relax at these things.
And for the longest time, people were saying it's the city. You know, they're not making it easy for people to come in and put on events. But now it seems it's not more relaxed, but they're willing to work more with groups who want to put on these festivals. Like there's the Theatre Kelowna Festival as well, happening over at the Rotary Centre, smaller events like that.
Yeah, and I think perhaps accepting that, that bringing a bunch of events in gives a lot of people a lot of opportunities to do a lot of things. It's not so specialized or catered to just one group now. There's so many that even I would go to.
Well, it might be Hollywood Suite or something.
There you go. But I have to say, when we were working Center of Gravity, that day turned out to be a lot of fun because the energy in the park was through the roof. And you could tell that the people that were there really had a good time.
Yeah, and it's great. And you mentioned, you know, there are some problems that come along with it, but you know, I think right now in the long run, these groups are working so hard to curb that, that, you know, year after year, they're constantly doing as much as they can to not have any problems off the grounds once everything wraps up.
Because you're always going to have, I mean, it's a trade-off, right? You're going to pack the city with people that are here to see a specific kind of thing. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's Grey Cup or if it's the, when we had the Memorial Cup here. I mean, you fill the city with people that are here to have a good time and party, and you're going to have some spillover from that. But what's the upside of that is that you fill the city and you have fun. So it's just finding that right balance.
Exactly, and I think that's where we're finally headed, is finding that balance.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
When I took a selfie when we were working at Center of Gravity, because we covered the live volleyball, it was one of my most retweeted tweets because I hashtag COG in it. So, you know, I guess that says a lot for how much people are into the event, and kudos to the organizers, although I can't imagine it's always easy.
A lot of events happening already and more to come this summer, and that's all for now. We'll see you next time on Breakdown.